equations. So let's start. First of all, we will define that what is quadratic equation. Equation that is of degree 2, they are called quadratic equation. Degree 2 means, let's see the general form, from where there we can explain. So the general form for the quadratic equation is given by ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where your a should not be equals to 0 and your a, b and c, they are the real numbers and x is the only variable here. So you can see that your quadratic equation is a polynomial of 2 degree in one variable only. Clear? Degree 2, that is x, your variable, its highest power is 2. So such kind of equations are called quadratic equation. Let's see some example. 5x square plus 6x plus 7, it is equals to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes. Why? Because if we compare this with the general form, your a will be 5 here, your b will be 6 here, your c will be 7 here, and there is only variable which is called x. Clear? Okay. Now, another example. 5x square plus 6 is equals to 0. Is this a quadratic equation or not? See, here your a is 5, your c is 6, but what is b? If you don't mind, we can write b is equals to 0, as if we write this equation as 5x square plus 0x plus 6 is equals to 0. Is there any change in the equation? No. As 0 into x will be your 0, whether you write or not, no difference is there. So if you compare it with the general equation, your a will be 5, b will be 0 and c will be 6. So again, this is a quadratic equation. Clear? Okay, let's take one more example like this. X plus 7 is equals to 0. Again, don't take like this. This we will take at the later on. Okay, take 5x square plus 5x is equals to 0. Again, is this a quadratic equation or not? Let's see. Your a is 5 here, your b is 5 here. What is c? We can write it as 0, as we can write this equation as 5x square plus 5x plus 0 is equals to 0. There is no change in the equation. So your c will be 0 here by comparing with the general equation. So again, this is a quadratic equation. Clear? Hope आपको समझ में आया? Okay, let's take one more example to clear you the definition of the quadratic equation. 6x plus 7 is equals to 0. Now tell me, is this a quadratic equation or not? Most of you will say that yes ma'am, it is a quadratic polynomial equation. Why? Ma'am, we can write it as 0 into x square plus 6x plus 7 is equals to 0. Okay. Why? What was the definition of the quadratic equation? That it should be of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Yes, you have written it like that, but the necessary condition that your a should not be equals to 0. But your a is 0 here. So it is not a quadratic equation. Clear? So it is not a quadratic equation. More like this, x plus 2 is equals to 0. This is also not a quadratic equation. Your x is equals to 6 is also not a quadratic equation. Clear? Yes. If you write x square is equals to 6 or x square is equals to 4, yes, they are your quadratic equation. Why? Because here the coefficient of x square is not equals to 0. Clear, guys? So the definition of quadratic equation is clear. Now we will move to the solution of the quadratic equation. If it is an equation, then it must have a solution. But how many solutions can this quadratic equation have? As it is a polynomial of degree 2 and only one variable is there, so it must have two solutions. It must have two solutions. So let's see. One more thing. Solution of the quadratic equation, they are also known as the roots of the equation. Clear? When we put that solution in the quadratic equation, the equation reduces to 0. Okay? Or the definition you can say for the roots of the solution, that if we put the value in place of variable, when we put the value in place of the variable or a number in the place of variable, if your equation turns to 0, then it will be called the solution or root of that equation. So let's take some example. Okay, take x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. This is your quadratic equation? Yes, check. Yes, this is your quadratic equation. So now, if you see, try to put x is equals to 2 here. Put x is equals to 2. If we put x is equals to 2 here, 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 is equals to 0. This is by the hit and trial method to find the solution of the quadratic equation. But it is a very long method, not preferable. So, square root of 2 is 4 minus 5 to the 10 plus 6 is equals to, not this, as you are putting the value, na? So take the left hand side of the equation. So 4 minus 10 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is equals to 0. It reduces to 0. So it will be the one solution. As we have said that the quadratic equation has two solutions. So this is one of the solution. Second solution you should find. Try yourself. Okay. Try by the hit and trial method. Okay. The next effective method and very useful and very easy one. That is your factorization method. What we do in factorization? What we do in factorization? The middle term means that x term. Okay? We split it into two parts such that its sum should be equals to minus 5 and its product should be equal to 6. So think of the two numbers. When we add them, we get the minus 5 and product equals to 6. Plus 6 is there, so the product will be plus 6. Can it be minus 2 and minus 3? See, if we add them, we are getting minus 5. And if we multiply them, we are getting 6. Plus 6 we are getting. Minus into minus is equals to plus. So these two can be the number. So let's split the middle term as x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now take these two parts. Can we take x common out from here? What will be in the bracket? X minus 2. What can be taken common out from here? It can be 3. So it will be minus x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now can we take common out from this? Yes or no? Yes. But when? If these two are same but they are the different. If we take minus sign common from here, what will be the part? It will be minus 3. Minus taken common out from here, it will be plus x. From here, if we take the minus common, it will be minus 2 is equals to 0. Now most of you will be confused for sure that ma'am how minus sign will be there. See, in product, as we are taking in the product na common, so always remember that minus into minus is equals to plus. If you are taking 1 minus common from here, what will be the remaining part? It will be the minus. Clear? So now can we take x minus 2 common from here? It will be x minus 2, and what is the remaining part? From here what we get? X, and from here what we get? Minus 3. So is equals to 0. Now what is the value for x here? So x will be either this will be equals to 0. Only then whole the equation will become 0, na? Or either this will be 0. If this is equals to 0, so x minus 2 is equals to 0. It will give you x is equals to 2. Or if we assume that x minus 3 is 0, so what will be the value of x? It will be 3. So one solution we have find out with the hidden triad. It is same, and your another solution will be 3. So what are the solution for this quadratic polynomial, equation? They are 2 and 3. They both are the value of x. Don't assume it as x and y. Clear? So very easy method for the factorization. Okay. So now there is one general formula which is derived by your general equation. That is your ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is a general form for the quadratic equation. Okay. So using this, or you can say solving this by the method of factorization, we have a general formula which gives the general solution for this quadratic equation. That is minus b plus minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Clear? So this is a solution for this quadratic equation. So whenever you get any quadratic equation, just compare the values, what are a, b and c, put them in this, you will get the two solution. How the two solution will be? See, minus b plus minus, one will be with plus sign and another will be of negative sign. We have done one, let's take the previous example. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. What are the solutions we have find? 2 and 3. So let's check is this formula is correct or not. Yeah? Okay. Compare with the general equation. Your a will be 1 here. Your b is minus 5. And your c is 6 here. Put the value of a, b and c. It is minus b. Your b is minus 5 plus minus under the root. Minus b square means minus 5 square minus 4. What is your a? It is 1. And what is your c? It is 6. Divided by 2a. It is 1. Okay, so your minus into minus will become plus. It will be plus 5 plus minus under the root. Minus 5 square is 25. Minus 4 ones are 4. 4 6 are 24. Divided by 2. Now 25 minus 24 is 1. And what is the square root of 1? It is 1 by 2. Now we have got the two value. Let's take the plus sign and the minus sign separately. So either 5 plus 1 by 2 or 5 minus 1 by 2. 5 plus 1 by 2 is 6 by 2. That is equals to 3. 5 minus 1 by 2 is 4 by 2. That is equals to 2. So these are the two solutions we got by the जनरल फॉर्मूला फॉर दिस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. होप आपको समझ में आया. ठीक है. Yes, I will share the video that how this formula comes from this in the separate video. Okay, in the separate part. Yeah, sure, I will send you. Okay, let's see some more interesting facts about this. As I have said that the quadratic equation has two roots. So let me assume that these two roots be alpha and beta. As there are the two roots, general two roots are given. Can we write it as minus b plus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Let it be alpha. And what is your beta part? It will be minus b minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Clear? I will show you some important and interesting thing. See, let's see what happens when we add these two roots. Alpha plus beta. Add these two roots. Minus b plus under the root b square minus 4ac. Separate 2a. No problem. Now again minus b by 2a. It is minus b by 2a. As we are adding now, so it will be minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, this minus plus will become minus. This plus minus will become minus. See, minus b by 2a minus b by 12. No change. But it is plus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. And it is minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Get it? It can be cancelled out because one is negative and one is positive. It will give you the value 0. So what is the remaining part? It is minus b by 2a minus b by 2a. Take the LCM here. It will be 2a. And in the numerator it will be minus b by 2a. So minus b into minus b is minus 2b by 2a. 2 and 2 can be cancelled out. So one thing what you get, that the sum of the roots is equals to minus b by a. Now see students, what is your b here? What is your b here? It is a coefficient of x. You can write minus coefficient of x. And what is a here? It is coefficient of x square. Got the one thing? Clear? Okay. Now this we have done the addition. Let's see when we multiply these two roots. Let me write the value of alpha here. It is minus b plus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and it is a value of beta, that minus b minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, now multiply these two equations. Let's see what we will get. Minus b plus b under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a minus b minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. See, can you see the numerator part of both? It is of type a plus b into a minus b. Your a is minus b and your b is this under the root term. So what is the value of this algebraic identity? It is a square minus b square. So applying, it will be minus b square. Then what is the value of b? It is under the root b square minus 4ac square. And the complete bracket. Now 2a into 2a, it is equals to 4a square. Now the square root will be cancelled out with the square. What we will be having in the last, it will be minus b square is equals to b square. Then minus sign, multiplying it inside, what will get? It will be minus b square plus 4ac divided by 4a square. 1 is plus, 1 is negative. Cancelled out. It will give the product 0. What we are having in the last, 4a square. Now you can see that 4 can be cancelled out with 4. And 1a will be cancelled out with 1a. So what we'll be getting in the last, it will be c by a. We will be having c by a. So the second point, what we get, that your alpha beta means the product of two roots, it is equals to c by a. What is c here? It is a constant term. And what is a here? It is the coefficient of x cube. Clear? Two important results. Again you have with you. See, with these two roots, we can, if we are having these two roots in the question, suppose you are having that your two roots of the equation are, okay, suppose you are having, if two roots of quadratic equation are 2 and 3, write the equation. ओके आपको सीधा क्या दे दिया, रूट्स दे दिया और ये पूछ लिया कि बी इक्वेशन बताओ. रूट्स को ऐड कर लो, आपके पास कोफिशिएंट्स आ जाएंगे. किसके? एक्स के और एक्स स्क्वायर के. रूट्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, आपके पास कोफिशिएंट आ जाएंगे कांस्टेंट टर्म के और एक्स स्क्वायर के. क्लियर? लेट्स सी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल सी बाय दिस. आफ्टर दिस आई विल टेल यू वन अनदर मेथड. ओके, अनदर ट्रिक आपको बताएंगे. So, what are your roots? Roots are 2 and 3. So, add your roots. 2 plus 3. It is equals to 5. There is nothing in the denominator, so you can write it as 1. There is nothing in the denominator, you can write it as 1. Because if you divide anything by the 1, the answer is same. So, we will write this term later on. Now, multiply your roots. It is 6. Again, nothing in the denominator, you can write it as 1. Now you can see that in the formula, the denominator was coefficient of x square, coefficient of x cube. First of all, what we have to do, we have to make the denominator same. Only then we can write the quadratic equation. Because your coefficient of x square cannot be different, na? Here it is coming 2, here it is coming 3. No, it is not possible. You have to make it same. So, here unfortunately it is coming same. It is 1 here. So write, it is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. And what was the product? It was constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Yeah. Minus coefficient of x means your b is negative here, it is minus 5. Your a is 1 here and your constant term is 6. So put the value in the general form. Your equation will be x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Clear? I am taking only one similar example so that you might not confused. कंसेप्ट क्लियर होना चाहिए. अगर आपका कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो गया, आपको सब समझ में आ गया ना, तो इक्वेशन कुछ भी हो आपके लिए कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं होगा. क्लियर? So nothing will be difficult for you. This is the one method you can find. Another, let's see. This is your quadratic equation. Divide the equation by a. If you divide, your x square will be having coefficient only 1. Then it is b by ax plus c by a is equals to 0. Here we can write it like this. Now x square. I have told you that minus into minus it is equals to plus. So we can write minus into minus b by a x plus c by a equals to 0. Clear guys? Here your minus b by a was sum of the roots, and here your c by a was your product of roots. So if roots are given to you, how you can write the quadratic equation? It should be x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0. So this is the method to write the quadratic equation when your two roots are given. Let's see how. X square. It should be x square minus sum of roots. What are your roots? 2 and 3. So minus 2 plus 3 into x plus product of roots. So it will be 2 into 3 equals to 0. So x square minus 2 plus 3, 5x plus 2 into 3 should be equals to 6. So this is your quadratic equation. होप आप सभी को यहाँ तक सब समझ में आया? इजी ना? होप कि आपको ये चैप्टर बहुत इजी लग रहा होगा. Okay. Now after that we will learn what is the nature of the roots. Your quadratic. Okay, first revise it what we have learned till now. What was your general form of quadratic equation? It was ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Your a should not be equals to 0. Your a, b and c, they belongs to real number. We have the solution of this, which is equals to minus b plus minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a as its solution. Okay. Now we will study the nature of roots. We will study. See, जो भी कुछ होगा चेंज होगा वो किस वजह से आएगा? इस पार्ट की वजह से आएगा. तो इस पार्ट को हम अज्यूम कर लेते हैं by d, which is called discriminant. Discriminant we call it b square minus 4ac. So your discriminant is equals to b square minus 4ac. So to check that what is the nature of the roots. Nature of roots mean whether your roots are equal, unequal, real, not real. Clear? So let's take the first part. If this d is equals to 0, means that your b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. What kind of roots will be of the quadratic equation? See, under the root part, it becomes 0. So what you be having? Minus b by 2a with the plus part. And another will be again minus b by 2a. How? Ma'am, this is only one. But see, this is plus and minus are there, na? Alpha is equals to minus b plus b square minus 4ac by 2a. We have assumed this, na? And what was your beta? It was minus b minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. If this b square minus 4ac in both, it will become 0. So this part will be vanished. And what we will be having? Minus b by 2a minus b by 2a. What we can see that your roots are equal. Roots are equal? Of course, they are real. What is the problem if they are the positive or the negative? Okay, that depend upon the equation. Or you can say the value of b or a. Okay, so this was your first case. Let's take an example. X square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Check. Now, what will be the d here? It is b square minus 4ac. What is your b? It is 4. So 4 square minus 4. What is your a? It is 1. And what is your c? It is 4. So 4 4 is 16 minus 4 into 1 4. 4 4 is 16. It is equals to 0. So this equation will have roots as equal. It will be having equal roots. Clear? So okay, now move to the next part. Means the second case. What will be the second case? If your discriminant is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0 means your b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So what will be the roots, nature of roots? See, if it is greater than 0, this under root will be positive. Clear? If this is greater than 0, so it will be positive root. Okay? It can be perfect or not. If under the root 25 comes, it is a perfect square root, na? Your answer will be 5. But what if it is under the root 26? No? Okay? So see, we will have two roots. One will be of positive and one will be of negative. According to this alpha and beta, this general condition. Okay? So what you will have, first of all, your roots will be real and they will be different. You can say distinct or unequal. Clear? So let's take one example for this. General example we are taking. X square minus 5x plus 6. See what will be b square minus 4ac here. Your b is minus 5. So minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 into 6. So 5 5 is 25. Minus 4 1s are 4, 4 6 are 24. It is 1. It is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. And we know that what are these roots? 2 and 3. So these are two real and distinct roots. Unequal roots, na? Two different roots we are having. Clear? So two cases we have done. Let's see the last but not the least. Third case. If your discriminant is less than 0. So what kind of roots you will be having? See, अगर ये less than 0 हो गया तो अंडर द रूट में कोई ना कोई वैल्यू नेगेटिव ही आएगी. एंड वी नो दैट इफ अंडर रूट के अंडर वैल्यू नेगेटिव आ जाती है तो वो कैसी होती है? इमेजिनरी. तो नंबर क्या बन जाता है? इमेजिनरी. तो जो रूट्स आएंगे वो कैसे आएंगे? हमारे इमेजिनरी रूट्स आएंगे. कैसे आएंगे? हमारे इमेजिनरी रूट्स. Here, so your two roots will be imaginary. Let's take an example. X square plus 4x plus 6 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So let's find the discriminant. Your b is 4 here minus 4 into 1 into 6. 4 4 is 16 minus 4 into 1 4. 4 6 is 24. So it is minus 8 which is less than 0. So if we put the value minus 8 here, let's see how your roots will be appear. Minus b, it is minus 4 plus under the root minus 8 by 2. See, minus 4 plus under the root minus 8 under the root minus, it will be your iota minus 1. Yes, the value of under the root minus 1 is equals to iota. By I we represent it. And square root of 8 will be 2 root 2 by 2. Separating 2, it will be minus 2 plus root 2 iota. This is your first root, that is the value of alpha and in the beta only the sign changes. Your another root will be -2 minus root 2 iota. Clear? So these are the two imaginary numbers. You can say that your roots will be a plus iota b and a minus iota b. Yes, they can be iota b and minus iota b also. Okay, if your a is 0. So this was all about the quadratic equation. That what is quadratic equation? Equation that is of degree 2 is called your quadratic equation. This is a general form for the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where your a should not be equals to 0 and your a, b, c, they all are the real numbers and they are considered as a constant. X is a variable here. As this is a polynomial of 2 degree in one variable, so your quadratic equation will have two solutions. That is given by a general formula, that is minus b plus minus under the root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So there are the two roots alpha and beta. What we have learned after that, that if we add and multiply the two roots, we can write a quadratic equation with the help of these roots. Sum of roots into x plus product of roots by this equation. After that we have b, which is equals to b square minus 4ac. With the help of, we can find the nature of roots. If your d is equals to 0, we are having equal roots. If your d is greater than 0, we are having real and distinct roots. Third, if your d is less than 0, we are having imaginary roots, means not real roots. Clear? होप आपको पूरा टॉपिक समझ में आया क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. थैंक यू.